This meeting, as I had said at the beginning, was meant to brief us and update us on two things. One, the food security situation in our country. And it is clear that although in some parts of the country we have had depressed rainfall, in the short run, we do not expect to have a major food deficit situation, and therefore I think it's important that the country be assured that our food security is stable. However, in the spirit of preparedness and being ahead of time, we have received scientific information from the weather experts in Kenya and globally that later in the year we are likely to have enhanced rainfall in form of El Nino, which might affect a number of things, including food security, infrastructure, public safety because of floods and other things, and the supply chain of basic commodities. It may affect our public health situation and so forth and so on. For that reason, again, we want to assure the country that there is no need of panic, and we are engaged. All the ministries, department agencies, all organs of state are engaged to ensure that in the event of the actualization of the prediction by the scientists, the country is prepared and we are not taken to surprise. We will ensure that we mitigate and take action to make sure that we do not have a disruption of a civic order. We don't have disruption of movement of goods and services. We don't have public health concerns that could hurt the public good, and we'll also take preventive action in the traditional areas which are prone to mudslides and landslides and flooding. We'll take preventive measures, and should this happen, we'll take active measures to make sure that we mitigate on loss of human life and public safety concerns and other disruptions that are associated with the El Nino rains. So at the moment, there is no cause of alarm. The government is continuously engaging to make sure that the stable food security situation we have remains so. And number two, in the event, as the scientists tell us, of an El Nino, we take proactive measures to make sure that there are no disruptions. Once more, say, in the spirit of a coordinated approach, we are going to partner at this early stage with county governments, as required by the new law, to make sure that there is a seamless preparation phase for any eventuality between the national government and the county governments, so that we get prepared. The ministry responsible for infrastructure is already working on certain interventions, especially within Nairobi, to make sure that we mitigate the excessive implications or impacts on drainage, and also certain infrastructural projects, which are some of them are complete, will help us mitigate against any eventualities. And also the traditional areas that have been affected, as I've said in the past, we are organizing to make sure that in case of anything, we are more than ready. The new law also anticipates the country to look at disaster preparedness as an important national security and national interest position, and that's what we are doing. And we are looking at this, with that level of seriousness, and we will work to ensure that, unlike in the past, we will be much more organized, because the new law gives us the framework to coordinate faster, better, and more efficiently. And because disaster management is now more comprehensively approached, we have also received a brief on our continuous preparedness against any eventuality because of the Ebola situation in Central Africa. And our country has been actively prepared for the longest time. We have also received a brief, and there is no cause of alarm. So far, no cases reported, but our preparations and simulation and contingency measures are fully in place. And any other matter that falls within the new law on disasters will always find its way into this kind of coordinated approach. Thank you very much.